a terrified woman.
I don't even know him, so I just don't understand how he's like so obsessed and like keeps messaging me.
Trying to escape a stalker with no regrets.
I want her to tell me to leave her alone.
You know what? I told you to leave her alone.
But he's about to have one big one.
Cuff him. Stand up.
Messing with the wrong judge.
Put your hands behind your back.
On his home turf.
Tase his ass right now.
It all went down here in Jackson County, Michigan, where Judge John McBain prides himself on maintaining order in his court.
I'm known as kind of a no-nonsense, law-abiding judge, and I don't tolerate disorder and disruption in my courtroom.
Today, he meets his match, an alleged stalker named Jacob Larson, with no apparent respect for the law or the bench.
Don't swear in my courtroom.
It's the defendant's second time before Judge McBain. The first time, he only slapped Larson with a restraining order, demanding he stay away from a former high school classmate.
You're out there hanging out at her place of employment. You're putting things all over her car. Her managers have got to come in there and ask you to leave.
But he violated it within hours.
I have messages from October 9th after we got out of court, and then I have some from the 23rd.
Now, his frightened victim is forced to face her tormentor in court again. Thankfully, this judge is determined to make her feel safe.
She was just absolutely terrified of this guy. Yeah, I've seen it before. Some of these stalkers can be dangerous people.
Her seat is just a few feet from Larson, but their stories couldn't be further apart.
She's instigating it though.
Why do you feel that she's instigating?
But she's posting pictures and whatnot directed to me. All like a lot of makeup, hair done, all that stuff, like the full nine. She's, subtweeting me and whatnot on Twitter.
Is that true?
I don't have him on Facebook. I don't have him on Twitter. I have him on no social media whatsoever. My Twitter's private.
Judge McBain tells the accused stalker it's all like the movie Fatal Attraction, but it seems this defendant is writing his own lines.
I want her to tell me to leave her alone.
You know what? I told you to leave her alone. And apparently that didn't get through loud and clear. So today, you're going to jail for 3 days.
That's when the defendant makes a ridiculous claim.
You and her are all
Hey, you know what?
And Judge McBain loses his patience.
You got a bad attitude. You had a bad attitude last time you were in court.
You
You're
and
going
her are buddy.
45 days county jail.
Oh,
Okay. 93 days in the county jail. You want to go for a year? Try it right now. One more word out of you, it'll be a year of counting.
over Facebook. Like, really?
93 days in count.
I ain't never threatened
Stand
her.
up.
Cuff them.
Stand up.
Yeah.
Buddy, more.
Stand up.
You're going to a jail for a year in the county. 365 days county jail.
Can't do that.
Appealing.
I will.
Good.
Put your hands behind your back now.
The no-nonsense judge has finally heard enough and whips off his black robe.
Tase his ass right now.
I knew that if I had to get in a little bit of a scrum with the defendant, I didn't want to do it with my robe on. It's clearly not the kind of thing you want to be wrestling in.
The enraged man's petrified target cowers in shock as the suspect violently explodes.
I came up behind him and helped take him down to the floor, wrestled him down, and he was really then resisting and kind of chicken winging and stuff.
Get your taser right. I'll bust your arm.
I had to make a decision to act, to just sit on the sidelines and let people become victims.
While the officer cuffs him, the furious suspect rages at his alleged victim.
Tell me to leave you alone. Tell me right now.
And Judge McBain leaps to her defense.
He kind of stood up and, he made an aggressive move towards the petitioner, the woman. I was somewhat concerned for her safety.
Put your hands behind your back.
For the first time in his career, the judge leaves the bench during a trial, joining in a dramatic courtroom takedown.
Tase his ass right now. Put it down. Get your taser right. I'll bust your arm.
I'll take her out right now. Put your hands behind your back.
We'll make it 93 if you can think about it, all right?
I'm a good courtroom.
Can't tell me to leave you alone. Can't tell me to leave you alone.
I just wanted to get him on the ground and get him where my court officer could get him cuffed.
But once Larson was on the ground, the judge noticed the real danger, a swinging handcuff.
It was evident to me he was swinging the handcuff, and I was concerned that, my court officer could get very easily injured at that point. That's a very dangerous thing to get somebody that resists arrest, and they've only got one cuff on. You're better off to have no cuffs on than one.
Thanks to Judge McBain's swift action, nobody is hurt, including the defendant, who is restrained without a taser.
Good news for him, he didn't have to get 50,000 coursing volts, and get tased.
After the trial, the offender did his time, but didn't seem to learn a lesson. The judge says Larson went right back to harassing his victim.
I warned him if he violated it again, he'd be referred to the prosecutor's office for aggravated stalking. It was. He violated it again, and now it'll be set for trial in front of a different judge on felony charges.
He may not be presiding, but Judge McBain might still be on hand to make sure justice is served.
I will probably be a witness in the case. I would hope that most judges would do the same thing for their court officer.
Instead, we'll let you be the judge of that.
Tase his ass right now.